Incoming transmission from the Badlands.
Welcome to the Badlands. 4 prisoners set sail on dicey waters, threatened by the sea.
We're gonna have to get a new boat.
By the beasts.
How big are these birds?
We need to run now.
And by each other.
I don't know why they would want to put me in jail.
Because you sunk one of their ships.
They don't know that.
Join Colt, Locke, Edmund, and Maeve on a journey full of magic, tragedy, and laughter in a podcast adventure like no other. Listen to Dice Populi on Spotify or at dicepopuli.com.
Transmission ends.
Putting the fight in faster than light. Welcome to Cosmopunk.
Until Proven Innocent, a homebrew Starfinder adventure featuring the crew of the Leica 7.
I'm Cypher, and I play Ryder, a Yosaki operative otter with a sharp sword and an affinity for sushi. I'm also the pilot of the Leica 7.
I'm Ty, and I play Radar, the cyborg mechanic coyote replete with big guns and a small attention span. Also, the weapons officer of the Leica 7.
Hi, I'm Pan, and I play Baphomet, ex-galactic idol, now kobold android mystic, and the captain of the Leica 7.
Hi, I'm RJ. I play V, a Vesk engineer, and their drone flyby. V is the ship's mechanic and chief trouble magnet, but for this campaign, I'm going to be the DM. Episode 9, Prey Species. After hightailing their way back to Iago's manor in hot pursuit of the villain Holmst and the precious obelisk, the team arrives to find the entire building on lockdown. Ryder climbs up the side of the house and surveils a potential way inside through an air duct, but the rooftop is closely watched by surveillance cameras.
Make sure there are no other cameras or anything to see what I'm going to do next, and climb down the exhaust port.
They can flat up so you climb down the exhaust port.
Oh, alright.
They're pointed towards it, that's why they're there.
You're better off just smashing it.
Yeah, but that's property damage.
We're not going to get actually arrested at the end of it.
Ah, fine.
Property damage is already on your list.
Yeah, we've done. That's what we haven't.
I guess more property damage doesn't make it any worse of a crime. Ryder takes her sword out and smashes the camera lens with the butt of it.
More property damage.
Oh, look,
Amazing.
now it's a worse crime. Huh.
Yeah.
There was no way I could have known that.
Congratulations, Ryder.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
the death penalty for us.
Under totting up, you're not quite at death penalty. But you could say hi to Steve.
Oh yeah, we're going to prison. Yeah, and Stiv's in prison.
Oh yeah, Steve, the
yeah.
Shun we got arrested earlier.
Yeah. We're going to get in there, you're going to find he's jacked, he's got tattoos on his arms, like teardrops under his eyes, you know. Prison changed me.
Oh no.
Yep, so you effortlessly destroy both the cameras. The light blinks out, the lens is smashed, they're clearly non-operational. However, it doesn't take a genius to work out what you're about to do, so go on.
Of course. So yeah, I'm going to slip down into the exhaust port, take a nice big deep breath first, and see if I can use my dark vision to work out how to get to the security room.
Did you take the tablet with you?
Did I take the tablet with me?
No, Bass still got it, I think.
Yeah, Baff still got it. It's Baff's tablet.
So you're doing it from memory, so you drop down into the air vent.
Mm-hmm.
Where you drop down probably about a meter or 2 meters.
Okay.
You can go straight ahead, left, back, or right.
Okay. So what floor would I be on now if I drop down 2 meters?
So you'd be at the top floor,
Yeah.
which is essentially the floor that the security station is on. But like depending on where you try and force your way out of the air vent, you could end up in the security room, or you could end up in the lobby for the staircase, or the server room, or the armory, or the gun range, or the backup power supply.
Well, it doesn't really matter where I end up. I mean, I can find my way out once I'm out of the air duct. I've just got to snake around first.
Pick where you want to end up.
Well, I'll go straight on.
Yep, so the air vent leads all the way down and then it ends up at a T-junction, but on top of that as well, there's a vent that you can look down through.
Yeah, I'll look down through the vent.
Yep, you're looking down into the security room.
Ah, is there anyone in there?
Jocasta is in there, Meldick is not. He's not reacting to anything, he's just looked like he's checking through feeds.
Okay. I'm going to roll perception on him to see if I can spot anything amiss.
Go on.
Okay. It's 18 plus 13.
31.
31.
31. Okay. So the android at a first glance looks pretty normal, but when you look closer, you can tell there's been signs of a struggle. He's got some scuffing on one of his arms, but again, he's not acting hurt, or he's just like looking through the data feed.
I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. Given that I know what's happened to Baffy.
Baff.
Yeah.
She told him that he made her do this stuff, that it was like a control.
So, yeah, she's not going to drop down immediately into the room. She's going to take it back towards the other side of the T-junction. Where does the other end go?
The left one, you crawl along to the end of that, it looks down into a gun range.
Okay. There was a gun range. Of course there was.
I missed that.
Oh.
That's cool. I'll go there later. I'm sure we'll be welcome.
No line guns in the gun range.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Like, in the first 10 minutes, Ryder got banned from the gun range.
Is there anyone in the gun range?
Not that you can see. It looks deserted.
Oddly enough, the gun range is probably the safest place to be during a lockdown. But no, I'm not going to go there. I want to try and get to Iago. So I need to do some more snaking around.
Yeah. Speaking of snaking around...
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's the mongoose versus the snake scenario. We joked about it in the very first episode, and yet here it is.
It's happening.
Yeah. Roll perception for me.
Dirty 20.
Okay, with 20, I'm going to say, if you were to be sitting in an air vent as you are, and being quiet as you are, you might hear even the slightest noise of other things that would be in the air vent with you.
Right.
And if I was to say, you could hear not the sound of footsteps, but the sound of something is trawling through some part of the air vent. You can feel the vibration of something large and something heavy, at least relative to Anyosaki.
Is it coming towards me?
It is coming towards you.
I need to get out of the air vents. Okay, so I'm at the gun range. I'm going to, as quietly as I can, pop the vent and drop down.
Yeah, the gun range is in fact still... See, you can see evidence that people have been using it. There's no guns in there, unfortunately.
Damn it.
But there's targets against the wall, there's casings and evidence of spent batteries sort of stacked up in places.
One really big laser scorch mark.
One single laser scorch mark that goes from one side across all the targets up the wall to the other, followed by it terminates in a picture of Radar and just banned written below it.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy with that.
Do not let this coyote anywhere near the shooting range. Okay, so yeah, as you drop down, you can hear whatever it is that was in the air vents is moving towards where you dropped out of. Okay. I'm going to hide.
Yep, go and roll for stealth.
Sure. God damn it, Ryder. Okay, 19 and 22 again.
Holy shit.
Yep, you disappear into whatever ether nether zone otters exist in this universe, apparently. But I'm just going to roll perception for...
Oh god, if he sees you.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope he sees you. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Not like in a fuck you Ryder kind of way, but in like, wow.
So where are you hiding?
Well, it's a gun range, right? So there'll probably be some kind of...
Be one of the targets.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, I'm going to hide behind one of the humanoid targets at the end of it, or Vesk targets, or Kasathan targets, or whatever he's using.
They're all generic targets. They don't judge you.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so you're hiding behind the target. Are you going to peek out and see what's trying to look at you?
Well, as I'm hiding, yes.
Yep. Okay, so you are hidden. You can't be seen. But up from the air vent that's been popped open, you just see a pair of glowing orange eyes, and then a long snake-like form slowly down out of the air vent. It hooks its head upwards so that it's parallel with the floor, and then seamlessly performs a full 360-degree rotation, just scanning.
That's nice.
Nice.
Like a periscope.
Like a periscope.
It's lost all of its cuteness and now it's just sinister.
Yes.
It was always sinister.
No, it was awesome. Even when it was wrapped around Ryder that one time.
It was cute.
I don't know what you guys seen.
However, it hasn't identified Ryder.
Oh, Bob.
But something has knocked down this air vent.
Mm-hmm.
Bob drops down into the room. He begins zigzagging his way up the room, inspecting anything that looks like it could potentially be out of place. You're at the far end of the room, you're hiding behind a target. He is slowly working his way towards you. What are you going to do?
Right. I'm in stealth mode, so I can't be seen. I'm going to try and snake my way, if you'll pardon the pun, back up the wall, across the ceiling, and get back in the air vent. That's not as good. 6 plus 22. 28.
Mortal levels.
Okay, so you've made your roll. You're going to try and walk up the wall back towards the air vent.
Yes.
Okay, so are you using your sticky feet?
Yeah. Silently.
You crawl up the wall. You start maneuvering your way along the ceiling towards the air vent. Just as you're at the closest point to Bob, he turns and looks up directly at you.
Oh, hey, Bob.
Roll for initiative.
Certainly.
Oof.
Oh, this is going to get brutal.
Massive exclamation mark appears above both our heads.
Unsurprisingly, that isn't quite enough to beat. The first one was amazing, but the second one was just not quite enough.
Shame. Okay, 26. Nestor presumably is going to see and experience everything that's happening to Bob.
The other thing to know about drones, no matter what kind of drone they are, is their operator has to be within a certain range of them,
Oh.
with heavy implication.
That wasn't him in the security room. That was disguised.
Yeah.
Yep, so you get to go before Bob.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Would Ryder know this about drones, given that she's high around V a lot, and V has flyby?
So I'm going to say, based on your knowledge and experience of all the times that V's used flyby before, you'd know that a drone is not a separate entity. It is an extension of the consciousness of its operator.
Yes.
Yes.
And therefore, the fact that Bob knows you're here means that Nestor knows you're here.
Yes, but I don't know where Nestor is, even though I know where Bob is. So I'm dealing with an unknown entity, so I am not engaging in combat. I'm going to use my initiative to slither back into the vent and get the hell out of there as quickly as I can.
Okay, but that does incur a free action for Bob. Because
Actually, no, you're right. Fuck it. Take my gun out.
It's time to punch Bob. You can't save him.
I'm sorry, Bob. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Punch that snake.
Gonna take my gun out, still stuck to the ceiling, and blast Bob in the face.
I do not understand the Bob love. Like,
He was the best thing.
I've drawn fan art of Bob. You don't understand.
I like that not only did you draw fan art of Bob, but you drew it immediately after the first camp, way back when, happier times.
Yeah.
Back in it.
But now it is time for the mongoose to devour the snake.
just go back and draw like little like angry eyebrows on Bob, and then you're like, ta-da!
No, just
Or Ryder just holding up the pieces of him in like the saddest deaths in anime pose.
Just go back and just do like a V2 of that picture, but it's just got big red lines through it and an angry face drawn over it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm drawing swagger. I'm going to point it down at Bob and pull the trigger.
Yep, roll for...
And as a free action, I'm going to yell over the comms to Baffy and Radar, I've been spotted, the jig's up!
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh shit, did she say she was spotted? That never happens.
Okay, roll on.
Oh, there must be loads of them.
Yeah. It must be so thick with bad guys in there that she just couldn't move.
Just one cute snake. That is a 26 to hit, by the way, with swag.
Yes, that does hit.
Good. Okay, so damage is 1d12 plus 3. So 13 damage.
Is Swagger kinetic, or...?
Swagger is kinetic, yeah.
Okay, so you've shot him in the face.
Oh, I've cracked his little screen.
Yeah, the bullet ricochets into his face. It cracks his screen. Unsurprisingly, this angers Bob.
Bob,
The extremely irritated predator snake.
Bob, don't do this!
Hand shaking. Like, don't make me do this.
We
Bob.
could have been friends! You were the chosen one!
Shot him in the face.
Ryder. Bob turns his head to face you. His eyes are glowing behind the broken visor, and then he slowly starts to uncoil from where he landed underneath the vent, building himself up to loom over you. And as he does this, sharp blades are starting to span out from the area behind his head and his neck, form a cobra-like hood. He doesn't have any limbs, but the lower area where his jaw would be suddenly drops open, and the barrel of a gun is protruded out of it. Okay, 22 hit against KAC.
Yeah, it does.
Oof. So you've shot Bob in the face with your pistol. He's turned his face back to you in one fluid motion with his visor slightly cracked.
Oh, he's T1000 it.
And then, and then the compartment has opened below his jaw, and the barrel of a gun has protruded out of it.
Oh, Bob, times have changed.
14 damage as... It doesn't fire bullets, it fires darts.
Ugh.
metallic, angular, razor-sharp darts.
Ouch! They're not, are they poison tips, or are they just metal?
They're not poison tip, they're just metal.
Okay, what was it, minus 14?
And that's minus 14 health as there's the rattle of darts.
He needled me!
Yep. Ryder.
Yes, it's time.
What?
It's time for me to drop from the ceiling, draw my sword, and slam it through Bob's head.
Bob.
Sorry, Bob.
He's the best of us.
And this is my trick attack.
What's your current health, by the way, Ryder?
My current health is still at max. I'm still on stamina at the moment.
Okay, what's your current stamina, sorry? Then?
My current stamina is 27 out of 56.
Ooh, okay. That's bold.
Yeah. She's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. I'm still going to do it, though. So, yeah. Trick attack time. I'll try my best. Well, actually, no, he's just fired, isn't he?
He has just fired at you.
So if I make a run for the vent now...
As before, he'll still get an attack opportunity, as he would have done if he'd fed before shooting him in the face.
True. I'm going to have to chance it. There's no point being ballsy now. So yeah, I'm going to make a run back for the vent, see if I can hide in it.
So you're using your move action to fling yourself back up into the open vent. Has Ryder had all her shots?
She's about to.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm going to have to make a run for it.
Okay, so you're using your move to... Okay, so...
Yeah, back into the vent.
Undeterred by the stream of razor-sharp metal, you leap up into the vent, your tail flicking as you rocket upwards, catch, and then flick yourself up back into the vent. But as you do... Does 60 plus... Oh, okay, it's the same roll as before, so...
Oh, yeah, that hits then. Just the same as before.
Okay, so just as you're flicking yourself up into that, there's another rattle of needles. And some of them pinging off the edges of the vent, but... Okay. This time, quite a few of them ping off the edge of it. They only do 12 damage.
Okay, good. So I'm still understanding.
Razor sharp, glistening chunks of pointy metal.
One of them goes in my butt, I'm going to be very angry.
None of them hit your butt because I'm not that mean a DM.
Thank God.
Okay, so you're up in the air vent.
Yes.
It is also your go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and get out of here now. Like, back onto the roof.
Yeah, do a runner.
Okay. Wait. First things first. I'm going to pull an EMP grenade out and drop it behind me. Pull the pin on it.
Okay, so so as your action, you're going to fling an EMP grenade.
Well, not fling, just like drop it behind me in case I'm followed by the Bob.
Oh, you're not dropping it out of the vent onto the floor. You're leaving it behind.
Yeah, for when he inevitably chases me.
EMP grenade. What's the specs on that?
Okay, so...
It'll be against energy armor class, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Pulse Grenade 2. It does 3d10 energy damage, and on critical, it does the effect Entangled for 1d4 turns.
Is it a trigger?
It's a grenade. You pull the pin on it, and it goes pop after a few seconds.
Oh, you're hoping Bob's going to slither over it?
Yeah, that's the thing. You're relying on Bob slithering up to it before it detonates on its own.
Yeah.
All right, so you drop your grenade. You're going to, in your action, scurry as far down the corridor as you can.
Yes, back to where I came from.
Right, yeah, I'm going to say with the amount of move you've got, you easily make it to the T-junction where you were looking down originally into the security hut. And around the corner, just as you're around the corner, you hear of your EMP go off. Not only does the EMP go off, but power is lost once again to the building because... The security hut is right next to the backup power supply for the entire building, which is interlinked with the primary power supply for the building, which is what you learned earlier.
Sweet.
Once again, you have killed power to the building.
I wasn't even trying to do that.
Once again, someone has killed power to the building. Yalgo's just like...
oh, come on!
Somewhere down in the depths of the bunker, once again, Yalgo, for the third time in as many days, has had to retreat to his private emergency domicile with his wife and kids.
But have I knocked out Bob? I guess I don't know, because I'm running for my life.
What you don't see is you've dropped your grenade, scurried up and around the corner. Down back inside the gun range, Bob has coiled himself into a series of rings and then started extending himself up ring by ring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Until his head has poked up into the air vent just in time to see your EMP grenade.
Oh, you just decaffeinated him with EMP.
You said decaffeinated him?
Yes.
No.
What's the damage roll for an EMP grenade?
Okay, so the damage roll is 3d10 energy, and if one of them is critical, he is entangled for 1d4 turns.
Okay, none of that was critical though. So
Okay, so do you want to roll the 3d10 or should I?
you roll it. It's your grenade.
Fair enough.
I feel like I owe you that.
For doing damage to poor old Bob. $17.
Yep. So were you around the corner, you'd see the impede grenade goes off. Bob is flung backwards, but his head is already inside the vent. So his head catches on the vent and sort of hooks up against it.
Catches it with his teeth.
His display goes black for several seconds.
That's all I need.
And he goes limp. Then a little circle appears of dots and then starts rotating through them.
He's
Loading. That's on the screen. God damn it!
It's running through that, but every so often it flickers slightly as he glitches a little because he's been damaged. I mean, he's not broken, but
Not yet.
you've done a good effort for someone that's gone up against like Terminator Snake 1000.
Is that the name we're going with?
That physically hurt me doing damage to Bob psychologically.
Congratulations, RJ. You've inadvertently made us love a character.
Yep.
What's it like to have the power of God?
If only they'd love you back.
They never will.
Yep, so that cycles through, and then it is their turn. What's your speed?
I'm quite nippy, and my speed is...
Yes, some teeth.
Speed is walk 40.
Okay, so it is Bob's go. After shaking off that electrical headache, they once again coil the rest of their body up until over half of it is snaking its way along the vent. The rest of them trails up inside it, and then they start weaving their way down the vent towards the T-junction. However, they don't get to the corner before you've already passed it, so it's now your go.
Okay, I'm going to continue on course back up to the roof. I need to regroup with my friends.
While this has been going, because Ryder did tell us that she'd been spotted, like, how...
You
What
can
can
probably
we
hear
do?
sounds of muffled gunfire coming from inside the building.
Needles being shot into an otter.
Right.
That's a very specific sound.
Funny, it sounds like a lot of things being shot with needles, so it's probably okay.
And also the power's out.
And that's right, the power's out, the power cycling is still coming back online.
I love that. She's gone into the building. There's been like a few moments, and then we've heard bum, 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 ow, and then pew.
Weirdly, that's reassuring.
Yeah, I'm comforted.
At this point, it's one of the suns has set, so it's getting into the twilight zone.
Help! I'm stepping into the twilight zone.
Normally, at this point, all the lights in the building would be on, but the windows have all tinted black, and on top of that, the building has no power, so all the external lighting is shut off as well. So it's like a pleasant evening gloom. The storm on the horizon, however, is starting to roll in. So, Ryder, it is your go. Where are you?
I'm still scurrying. I'm trying to get back to the roof.
Okay, so you're using your entire go. I'm going to say for the rest of your go, you can get back to the vent that leads up to the roof.
Yep.
And climb up it. Bob uses his entire go trying to catch up with you, but you're slightly faster than him.
Mm-hmm.
Then, just as you're climbing out of it, you hear the rattle, not of needles, but of someone firing a high-energy projectile rifle vaguely at the area where it sounded like you might have been.
They don't hit Bob, do they? Because they're just behind me.
They don't hit Bob, but
Okay.
if you were to peek down, you'd see, it looks like, have you seen what a bullet does to thin metal?
Yeah, it leaves like a little orange circle in it.
Cavitates it inwards.
Yeah.
There are two holes like that in the air vent, right just where you've just gone past.
Really?
So
Man,
you're dieharding it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more the bit in Fifth Element where she's in the vent,
Oh, no, well, because she gets shot there.
and Gary Oldman is shooting into the vent to find
But she
her.
gets shot. We don't want that one.
Yeah, we don't want that outcome, but that's what's happening. You know.
Ryder's ears are ringing.
Yeah, someone has fired a high-energy rifle straight up vaguely at where they would expect an otter to be if they were trying to guess where an otter was. But luckily an otter wasn't, because you've climbed up and out of the vent in time.
I'm lost in this limerick.
You're out of combat at this point because Bob can't catch you.
Well, okay. I mean, I was going to drop a frag grenade down the vent as a final fuck you, but no, I think I'm out of combat.
I mean, you can if you want, but it won't be out. It won't be in combat anymore. It'll just be, I do that.
Fuck it, I'll just do that then.
Yeah, fair enough. Take one frag grenade off your thing, and then.
Sure. I've only got 2. So.
What's the damage for a frag grenade?
How many do you have left?
I've only got 1 frag grenade left. I've used 1 flash, 1 EMP, and 1 frag as of now.
So you've just got 1 frag out of everything else now.
I've got 1 of each left. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody loves grenades.
They
Yay!
do. Okay, so frag grenade 2 does DC 16, explode 2d6, pierce is critical for 15 feet.
Okay, so you drop your grenade, you hear the ear-shattering blam as it explodes, tearing the vent apart behind you, rendering it completely inaccessible even for snacks.
Good.
You don't know if you damaged Bob at all. I'll let you see if you can follow the math on that. But you have escaped, you are no longer in combat, you have completely destroyed that vent.
Okay, time to climb down the side of this roof then. I'm going to pull the darts out of my body first.
Yeah, that's the point. You have like 20 darts needling by your body.
Ow!
Oh,
Bob, you shit!
He basically fires a stream of them.
Oh, I always hated that snake.
no, you didn't.
I know.
Don't lie to
I
us.
know.
We you.
I can't even lie to myself.
3 episodes ago, you would have died for that snake.
Correct. And I hate
2
it.
episodes ago.
You almost died because of that snake.
Okay, so yeah, forlornly, I'm going to pull the darts out of my ass and climb back down the side of the wall.
None of them are in your ass. Some of them are in your tail, some of them are in your thigh, but none of them are in your ass.
How
Because,
did they
Beautiful
hit the
ass.
tail and the thigh, but not the butt?
some of them hit the metal.
That's a real man. You just gotta face it.
It's the
They
biggest
exist.
part of her.
Yeah. She dummy.
She is dummy. Infiltration attempt 1 has not been successful, I don't think.
I tried.
Give me an acrobatics roll to climb down.
Sure. If I fail this and just fucking flop onto the ground.
You fail this and plummet to your death.
Yep. Let's hope not. Okay, acrobatics. This will be right. 30 for acrobatics.
Yes, despite your wounds, you easily spider rot your way down the building.
Yeah, it's been a rough day, I'm not going to lie.
Yep, so you climb your way back down the building. You are reunited with Bath and Ryder.
He shot me!
What happened? You got darts in your butt.
Fucking Bob shot me!
Oh my god!
Bob?
The snake!
Shit, of course, yeah. No, he's
Where
a
is
drone, isn't he? He's what's his name? He's Nestor's drone.
Oh,
That's
God, you're
That's
right.
Nestor.
Wait, Radar, quiet. Ryder, where is Bob now?
He's up next to the security room. I met him in the shooting range. I tried to sneak past him, but he spotted me.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay, that's new.
Then that's
Yeah,
where we're going.
right?
1 second. I'm going to give a quick
Can't say I'm particularly proud of that.
heal.
Well, it doesn't happen every day.
Okay, it's the healing Ryder.
Yeah, quick heal for her. Okay.
You just squeeze her cheeks, and she's all better.
Oh wait, you haven't gone into your health, just your...
I'm still on stamina, yeah.
Oh, sweet, okay, in that case...
Make with the fizzy good.
Envoy
Wouldn't
level
it have to be the
+3.
butt cheeks though?
Oh, please no.
No, it's just the cheek.
Not infinite radar. Radar, what's that over there? Okay, Bafka.
Well, it's okay. I know what this is like. I'll look elsewhere.
Gosh.
Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Okay,
Are you
16.
done?
Yeah, 16.
16? Wow, thank you.
So I just had the image of just Bath, just like, you know those sticky plasters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a dinosaur plaster.
Sticky plaster, sticky plaster.
Really daintily doing it.
Yeah, fucking having one on.
Alright.
Yes, you have regrouped. There is a ship approaching. It's a fetching shade of cerulean blue, and the license plate, as you can see on the side, or the tail plate, is Kilo-Whiskey Indigo Kilo Indigo.
Oh, bugger.
The hangar opens briefly to let this ship rocket inside, and then begins to close again. There's no police officers yet in sight.
How far away is the hangar door from us?
So you have to climb up to get to the hangar as well.
Shit, I was going to see if we could sprint inside.
It's a roof opening hangar. I mean, potentially one of you could spring inside if they're done getting stickers plastered over their wounds.
I mean, I'm not being stickered. I could go.
These are big hangar doors, they don't go particularly quick.
Everyone, I think, is going to try and make a run into the hangar before that door shuts.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So you have to go up one level and get inside the hangar if you want to.
I'm doing it. I've only just been patched up by Bath.
Your window is closing.
Ryder is going to make a run up to the hangar. She's going to wave for everyone to follow her. Come on, quick! We've got to get in there.
Yep. I'm coming.
Pads along, yep. That's long.
As a team, you've sprinted up to the outside of the hangar. The doors slowly continue to close.
Combat roll inside.
Remember, the hangar doors close from the top as well.
So it's like a clamp, like clamping down.
Yep.
So we have to dive in.
Yep.
Oh shit! Is this going to be like agility rolls?
Some kind of moving quickly without falling on your face roll from everyone, please.
And acrobatics.
Acrobatics,
yeah.
Yeah.
Do that one. Oh dear.
Well, with a 17, I think I'm probably just going to try and do a dive.
21 for acrobatics.
Yep, so Bath has sprinted in just before the doors close. She doesn't even need to duck.
Hey!
Ryder has, performed a triple backflip and stopped their way inside. Radar, you have been noticeably quiet.
I got 11.
Oh!
So Radar runs at the door, forgets to duck, and just catches his face on the bottom of the door and just sort of flicks under it.
Either you bonk your head on it or it closes on your tail, but just the very tip.
Ow.
Just the tip of the tail is trapped underneath it.
Just the tip. And no, it's not trapped. It just catches the fur, the very fur at the end of it.
So he's got like a little... so the end of his tail is just the flesh?
Well...
No, it's fine.
It doesn't
back.
rip all the fur out.
Okay.
There's a little ball patch.
Most of the yelp was the shock of it happening rather than any pain. So with 11, did I actually make it?
Yeah, you made it. You're inside. You're not physically harmed.
Okay.
Fur goes back. You're all fine.
Wow.
You are inside the hangar. You've been here before. The gentle ting of metal contracting as the ship that landed in there moments ago sits cooling in the centre. They're Putland in the centre.
Do we recognise this ship?
Yes, you do. It's the ship that you saw leaving Holmes Manor earlier.
The one we got the license plate for.
Readying the gun.
It's Kilo-Wiki.
That was it. Kilo-Wiki.
Yes, so the ship is parked. The door for it is open. You don't see any movement. What are you going to do?
Ryder's going to sneak up to it, see if she can hear or see any signs of life coming from inside.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready the guns behind her as well.
Yeah, draw her sword as well, just in case.
Basically, the way it's parked, it's facing away from you because you've sprinted in behind it.
Yeah.
But the door to get in and out of it is at the front, underneath the cockpit. So
I've done stealth and sneak up to it.
Oh, by the way, did we get a rest? Does the journey there count as a rest?
Did you choose to take a rest?
No. We didn't say take a rest. We were flying around yelling at police, so maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it's been one madcap adventure from start to finish. No, it's fine. Ryder is just going to have to take her lumps.
Give me one stealth roll, please.
Okay. Just one?
Just one.
Okay. Oh, that's
Alternatively, you can roll one per footstep and
see where that takes me.
Squeaking noises all the way down.
She'll still pass.
28 for stealth.
you remain imperceptible to human, Vesk, Kasatha, Otter, anything. You are a leaf on the wind. See how you squeak. You peek your head around up the ramp inside the ship. The lights are on. It's been parked, but it's not been shut down, and there is nobody inside it. But the captain's chair has been swiveled out of its flying position, so someone was in there, and they've very quickly left it.
Okay. I'm going to stick my head out the bottom of the cockpit window and sort of whistle to Radar. Come on.
I'm coming. God, my tail hurts. Right, what is it?
Okay. I know that someone was on this ship, but they're not anymore. Do you know anything about sabotaging a ship?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, come on board. Make sure this thing can't fly.
Okay, I'm going to go on board, and I'm literally just going to rip all of the panels out of the pilot's seat.
Do it quietly!
You're not going for subtle, then?
No.
It's, okay, you reach your... I mean, that's not even...
Subtle takes time. We don't have time.
That's neither computers nor engineering. That's fuck-uppery. So, okay, tell you what, roll engineering so you can work out exactly what you've broken by doing that.
Radar smash!
Yeah, he rocks up to the thing. He does the thing where he sort of laces his fingers and pushes them out and they all crack. And then proceeds to roll 33 for the engineering.
Ooh!
Oh, yep. You rip out the wires, the check engine light comes on the dash.
Waiting.
In fact, it's shortly followed by a whole host of other errors. You have disabled, in order, the main propulsion system, secondary propulsion system, flight navigation system, radio system, the landing lights, This ship is not capable of flight, and it is overtly not capable of flight. The lights inside the cabin flicker once, twice, 3 times, and drop completely black.
Ship disabled, Mum.
It is significantly decommissioned. It is not going anywhere. It's an X ship.
Ryder's going to stick her chewing gum to the seat of the captain's chair.
That's just me.
Correct.
Ryder, I've waited a week to do something like that. That was amazing.
Don't worry, I thought you'd like that. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Right.
It's a very expensive ship.
It was a very expensive ship.
Yep. Notably, it doesn't make any noise when you do that, aside from the sparking of the wires as you tear them out of the dashboard. There's no alarm or klaxon or sound of engine malfunctioning. You've just killed it, dead, power is gone.
I've ripped out its beating heart and have consumed it.
Okay.
You've plucked from it its beating wiring and, as he said, chewed on it a little.
I've gained its power.
As you're doing that, someone roll perception.
All of us or just one?
Somebody who's not inside the ship right now.
I'll go.
Radar is very occupied, so probably
Yeah.
Bath.
27.
27. Yes, good enough. The hangar, if you remember from the schematics, leads into the main building. The door between them, large metal, it's a semi-blast door. It's not protective of everything, but it's pretty beefy. It's designed to muffle the noise of ships taking up a landing. You hear the sound of it completely closing. Whoever's left the ship has set that door to close behind them, and it's just reached the bottom. There's a loud echoing clang reverberates through the empty hangar.
Okay. I was gonna, yeah. Guys, somebody's already left. We have to go.
Hey! Oh, shit! Radar, come on, we gotta go!
What? Okay, fine.
Okay,
We'll finish this
we'll...
later.
Finish it later. What's left to do to the poor thing?
You've torn its heart out!
We could have taken this ship, but no, we have to have your junk.
Stop! He's already dead!
So much nicer.
Was.
Came the unanimous reply.
Don't worry, Bath. I saved this screw for you from it.
Shiny screw back.
Beth rolls her eyes. Goes, oh, thank you, Radar.
You're welcome.
Just so used to his shit by now. Bang.
Like, oh wow.
Right. So yeah, where did this noise come from?
So
Door.
the entrance to the hangar is basically closed. That's the panel that let the ship in.
Okay.
The people who are leaving ships to access the manor, that door has now closed behind whoever was on the ship.
Right. Let's pursue.
Yep.
Unless we want to split up and do the stealthy, which I don't recommend at this point.
No,
The time for stealth is over.
Stick together and get this done.
I agree.
That's another point. Someone else can roll perception.
I'll have a go. Today, Radar is rolling 5s. Perception, that's 19.
Okay, you're in a hangar. There is CCTV on the ceiling. As you remember, the entire building has cameras all around it, except for Iago's private residence.
Right.
There are cameras in there, and judging by the little blinky LED on the front, they are on.
Brad's going to crawl up the wall and smash that camera with the butt of a sword.
There's just athletics for that.
Sure.
Wait, that reminds me. Ryder, have you seen Malbec or Jocasta? You were in the security room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them. I didn't like the look of them.
You saw one of them. Specifically, you saw Jocasta.
Yeah. I saw...
What do you mean you didn't like the look of them?
I don't know. There was something off about them.
Do you reckon they were under the mind control like you did to Bath?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Okay, we can't really trust anyone.
Now that I know about that, Bath, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell. I didn't want to chance it.
So let's find the source of it.
The only thing I know is that if they're not always controlled, it's suggestion. So we can't be sure when they're telling the truth or not. So we have to be careful. We can't really trust anyone here.
That's a good point. The mind circlets, where are they?
I gave them to you.
You and Ryder are wearing them.
Ah, right. Okay.
Radar and Ryder are currently wearing the mind circlets. This is why you can't talk over mind comms, only regular comms.
Yeah, I've forgotten we put them on. The mind circlet, where is it? It's on your fucking head.
You've been wearing it this whole time.
That's good. Are the circlets bracelets or headwear or?
The headwear.
Oh, the headwear.
It's just
It's
a
very, very
gold
fashionable.
band, isn't it?
Fancy. Did you want an athletics roll, by the way, for smashing
Yes, I would
cameras?
like an athletics roll.
Okay, that is a 19 for athletics.
That solid, decent roll. You, despite your earlier injuries, you're back on top 4, and as you otter wiggle your way up that wall like it's a flat surface, reach the top of it, and you smack it with your sword.
Yeah, just the butt.
Yep, with one strong, mighty blow, you smash the lens into tiny fragments of glass which rain down onto the ground. The LED inside it just blinks a couple of times and then fizzles out. That is the only security camera you can see in the hangar. It's
Good. Got to try and take away their eyes wherever possible.
Yes.
You are, as far as you can tell, alone in here now.
Right, come on, we've got to follow them
Right.
into the mansion. Have your guns up. Get ready, guys.
We've got to get through this door first, haven't we?
You've got to get through the door first.
Get me to that control panel.
There is a control panel on your side of it.
Right. I'm going to hack it.
Mm-hmm.
Going to go up to the control panel, remove one of the panels on his robot arm, let them sort of that USB stick thing come out, plug in, and then use my Cortex to hack it. I've just had a fun idea.
Go on.
Just talking to Baff and Ryder here. There's a power source still in that ship. I didn't blow it up. But
No, there is a power source in there, and it's as a self-contained unit. It's functional.
you know how I got the auxiliary power back on for the main building?
Yeah.
I could use the same technique to shut down their entire security system if I could plug it into that CCTV camera that you just smashed.
That's one way of doing it.
You could temporarily shut down the building, but remember, it's all built on breakers and isolators.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's not. I don't want to shut down the building. I just want to shut down the security just by overloading that.
Also, I chucked an EMP grenade at the battery bank back there. It shut down for a while, but then they just flicked it back on.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of things that could buy us some time. You know.
yeah, no. If you were to do that, it would roll engineering.
23.
Good enough. If you were to hook up the power to that, the security cameras run off basically the household power along with everything else. So what you'd be doing is essentially creating a power surge in the complete system for the house. You would overload pretty much everything electronic for a millisecond, then the breakers would cut it off, and generally they're supposed to come on automatically, but after all the stuff that you've done to the house, they probably need manually resetting, you'd know at this point.
So I could do it. And it
You
might
could
work.
do it. You would shut down not just the power to the CCTV, though. You're shutting down power to the entire house for an unknown amount of time.
Yeah,
Do you think maybe we should
it's
door
it's
first?
backup plan. Yeah, I'm at the door anyway. Yeah, I was doing this chatting this while doing the door. The door roll is 26.
Yeah, 26 is pretty good. Yep, maybe 4 or 5 minutes worth of work. You could hack through this door and convince it to open for you.
There we go.
You're going to do that.
I think this is going to take about 5 minutes, guys. Do you want me to keep going?
Ryder's going to have a look around for air vents. As
If
much as I loathe to get back into that air vent with a bloody snake again.
Perhaps doesn't want whoever's within here to get away. We don't know who it is.
You are in, unfortunately, the one part of the building that doesn't have air vents.
Figures.
Because spaceships basically take off and leave from there regularly. So the two things they try to keep out are exhaust and noise. And those are both things that travel very well in air vents. So the hangar is an isolated structure from the rest of the building for that reason.
How secure is this door, by the way? Is it just hinges or is it a slidey door?
It's a slidey up and down door.
Can it be blown open?
Anything can be blown open if you try hard enough.
I like the sound of that.
The amount of time it's going to take to set
In
up.
that case, we could use that power source from the ship.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
it would take 5 minutes to leg it over here, or I could just hack this in 4 minutes.
Why aren't you doing that now?
I am. I'm talking to you and doing it. I have an exocortex. I can do this.
Yep, so you're hacking, you're plugged into it, your eyes flicker gently as you worm your way through the electronics. After 4 or 5 minutes, you have gained the ability to open it.
There we go. Ready to open?
Yeah, come on. Ryder's gonna draw her sword, have it up, and sort of stand either side of the door with radar.
Gun up. Yeah. Baff, don't stand in the middle. Yeah.
Your path can cover as
Cool.
well.
Okay, opening.
Reaching.
With a final flourish of electronic wizardry, the door creaks and then slowly begins to open, and then it is open.
Peer
Ryder's
in.
gonna peek her head around.
Yeah.
Cool, roll reflex for me.
Uh-oh.
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 No, I had to roll a reflex. I got 12 on the dice. Plus Radar's reflex is 22.
There's reflex. 29 for reflex.
Ooh, okay.
Bullets? Lasers?
By the skin of your teeth, both of you avoid the loud rattle of a machine gun cycling into operation.
Ooh.
Whoa.
A smattering of bullets fly past both of your heads very narrowly, looking at you, Radar, skimming past you and clanging into the firewall.
Shit.
As soon as you duck back out of the way, it stops.
Fuck. Auto turret?
Yeah, did we see what it was?
It's probably automated defenses. Hang on, we've got the schematic for the defences of this building. Have a look at them.
We didn't see an auto turret there, surely. It seems new.
As a free move, I'll tell you, there's no auto turret on the schematics for the building.
Fuck. Wait, is that my fucking...
Unless that's our bloody turret.
Yeah, is that my bloody turret?
It is, in fact, your bloody turret.
Thought so.
Wait, I can remote into that.
I'm afraid you can't anymore.
If it's been set to attack us, then it's probably been set to not answer us.
Somebody has shenanigans with it.
Somebody's fucked with...
Fuck it. Ryder's going to roll stealth, sneak in behind it, and knock it over.
Yeah, roll for all of those things.
Yeah, good luck with that. You sure you don't want some, like, me to chuck a high explosive in there or something?
No, it's fine. Why risk bullets when I can just roll a 16 for stealth plus 22?
38. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'm sad for the DM.
Sorry, DM. I'm just going to Half-Life it, sneak in, come up behind it, knock it over. A little alarm's going to go off.
It's going to be more than one move.
Okay.
So you rolled 38 for stealth.
38 for stealth, yep.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Go on.
I'm occasionally going to stick my arm out and wave it to distract the drone.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, but every time you do that, I'm going to need a reflex to not get shot.
That's fine. It's okay. It's my robot arm. I can fix
Yeah,
that.
use your robot.
Yeah.
So go on then.
Okay, first reflex is natural 20.
Yeah.
29. That's 30 on my reflex.
Yeah, that's a damn good reflex roll, sir. You flash your arm out. You wait for a millisecond before you hear the sound of a high-energy minigun spooling up. Whip your arm back again, just in time for another hail of bullets to come rattling out of it and smash into the far side of the hangar.
Second,
I wasted a 20 on that.
second radar does that. Ryder's going to snake in as quick as she can.
Yep. Are you going on the floor or the ceiling?
Along the floor.
Yep, it's been firing at radar, and you have a decent stealth roll, so you sneak up to directly underneath it. You're now inside its blind spot. It's, to describe what you guys built, it's a 3-legged, heavy turret. It's got a decent ammo cache to it.
Be gentle.
Yeah, it's weird that somebody bought a lot of ammo for this thing.
Be gentle with it. Don't break its legs.
Shut up, Radar! Is there any way I can just, unbuckle the ammo belt from it so that it can't shoot anymore?
No, it's a self-contained unit. You can do engineering to sabotage it in some way, or you can do computers to try and beat whoever's currently programmed it.
Or I could just stick my thumb over the targeting lens.
It has a whole targeting sensor array. So
okay.
It's set up for more than just optics, it's infrared.
Let's be honest, we wouldn't have bought anything that couldn't shoot ourselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
I made this.
Okay,
You did make
so yeah, I will roll computers to see if I can disable the targeting.
One more thing then, GM. Seeing as I made it, can I assist Ryder through the combi, tell her what to do sort of thing?
You got to be quick.
Can I do that?
Yes, you can. I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'll allow
So
you to assist because it's going to be pretty difficult.
So Ryder sneaks up to it, climbs up one of the legs, grabs onto the servo to stop it rotating towards her, and sort of holds it like she's wrestling an alligator. Okay, Radar, I've got it. What do we do now?
All right, straight up a strength roll, because as soon as you touch it, you're no longer cloaked against it, and it's now trying to rotate itself to get you into its field of view while you're clinging onto it.
Okay.
It's basically doing 360s on its pedestal, trying to sweep you into its range.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Different plan then.
Mm-hmm. 18.
18. Yep, you're slipping a bit, but you're managing to keep held on to the rotating part of it. You're out of its blind spot. However, it's just going to keep rotating now because it's trying to get you into its field of view or fling you off. It's basically spinning around on its pedestal as fast as it can.
So I'm riding the world's deadliest bucking bronco.
You are riding the world's deadliest bucking bronco.
Radar, what do I do?
Radar's going to run in there now.
Oh, that's dangerous. Okay.
It is, but Radar's the only one who knows how to operate this. So
the thing is, it's now acquired you as a new target that it can't not hit. You know what I mean? So it's now immediately focused on you.
Yeah, but it's also got to wrestle the otter as well, hasn't it?
You're not. She's not stopping it rotating.
Oh,
it's rotating freely, and you've just walked out in front of it.
I mean, the plan was to try and stop it rotating.
You must have failed the roll.
Yeah, the problem is you're a very small otter, and it's a very big gun. So the stats are actually manhandling it quite high.
Okay, so Radar steps out, sees that she's not got control of it, and is going to step back in again.
Go on, one
Yeah.
reflex roll.
Yeah, all right.
I love that. Just said, oh, you've got it. Oh, you've not
Yeah,
got it.
that is 27.
Yeah, you're fine. Again,
Fucking hell. Yeah.
I've got it. I haven't got it. Get back.
As soon as you step out, it slams, pointing towards you, spools up its minigun. You see it and duck out of the way just in time for it to fire another salvo of superheated lead directly at where you would have been moments earlier.
Stay in the hangar, Radar. How do I turn this thing off?
Have you got an EMP grenade?
Yes.
Use that!
Really?
Yes!
Isn't there a button or something?
No!
Why not?
Because then enemies can turn it off!
It's just like she's just putting her face in her hands so hard.
It has now started spinning again because you've reacquired Ryder as a target, and it's now trying to fling you off again.
Just use your EMP grenade!
Ugh, fine. I was hoping I was going to use this with Bob, but whatever. All right,
We'll deal.
Ryder's going to flick the pin off her EMP grenade and drop it.
Bob is tomorrow's problem.
No, Bob is 5 minutes problem.
Yet, with a clang, the EMP grenade drops directly between all three of its legs, ticks for a few seconds, and a soundless explosion wave of energy shoots throughout. Let's have a look at my map of the ground floor.
Oh god, what else did we knock out?
Things you are next to, part 2. Oh, who put the primary power supply next to the hangar?
You did!
What kind of idiot would do that? Anyway, once again, all the power to the building is lost.
These guys must hate us.
The best thing about it is that, completely inadvertently, the only 2 EMP grenades you've used have both been next to power supplies without even trying it. For a map that was designed long before you even got here.
Well, I don't have any more, so...
I mean, all the lights flicker off. Power has been lost to the building. There's sparking from the power supply room. A couple of items in the main workshop, which is now where you have access to. There's electronics and partially disassembled things in there. A lot of them flicker out and die. But most importantly, your turret grinds to a halt, completely unpowered. The muzzle droops to the floor, and it deactivates.
Right, I'm going in, I'm getting my screwdrivers out, I'm taking the lid off of it, and I'm disconnecting the ammo.
Why the fuck didn't you put an off switch on this thing?
Guys, how long do we have before the power comes back on?
A few minutes, so hurry up.
And let's go.
No, you're right, come on.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm taking the lid off the turret.
A few minutes, Radar.
Basic engineering roll to disable it permanently.
No, it doesn't take a few seconds. That's 14 on the dice, plus 15, 29.
Yeah, so what you're doing, you're taking the lid off, you're disconnecting the ammo cache.
Yeah, and I'll take the battery out as well.
Yep, okay, yep, that is very disable. If you had to take the battery out, I'd have totally made it spool up and then just click at you.
Don't rush me. Don't rush me. Today is the day we break things. I'm a break things. Let's go.
That is 2 for 2 on things that have been broken by Radar this morning. Well, what time is it now? It is... Oh, yeah, I suppose we're getting...
It's been 10 minutes.
Getting towards late night again, actually, which makes it all the more interesting for all the power to be shut off.
Mm-hmm. Good thing we can all see in the dark now.
Yep. Dark vision, baby.
Yep. Right, you are in the workshop.
Ryder is following Bath now as she toddles off towards the...
And looking around for any signs of where this person that got the ship might have gone.
Yeah. Can I track? I can. I have survival.
Yeah.
Coyote sensors.
What's your survival like?
10.
Ooh. Yeah, give me a roll.
We've never needed it before.
Yeah, we have. We used it in Hydro.
Oh, yeah. 20.
What, natural 20 or dirty?
No. Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, total of 20. Does your special eye, does it have infrared? Or
for the purposes of narrative, yes.
For the purpose of narrative, with a roll of 20, you can see the fading heat footprints among various other things of...
Ooh. You see Radar's eye spin, and it's a green lens this time. He's like, this way.
Yep. Somebody has walked through the workshop. Judging by the size of their pace, they've been going pretty fast. They're a medium-sized creature. They've headed through the workshop, through the public gallery, and to the main stairs, where it leads all the way up the entire height of the building to pretty much any level.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's head there.
Follow the coyote.
And get your guns ready. Bath, have you got your thing?
Oh, yeah, she said the whole time. In fact, before you do anything else, she cast reflecting armor.
Good.
Cool.
She does it as always.
Yeah, as you're gearing up, you hear something clangs somewhere around you. You can't pinpoint it, but the sound echoes and reverberates through the empty, dead building.
Can we roll perception to try and work out where that came from?
Yeah, go on.
13.
23.
No, sorry,
23.
17. I can't do maths.
17, 23.
12.
Yeah, I mean, those are pretty good rolls. I'm going to say whatever you heard sounds like it's echoing through the air vents.
I think that was Bob.
I think our resident snake friend has come back to play.
Well, let's kill his master before the snake can get to us.
I'm up for killing both.
Right.
Another
Well,
clang.
anyway.
Again,
We're still moving, by the way. We haven't stopped.
Yep. Okay, so you made your way through the workshop. You entered the public gallery, and you've now reached the stairs. They're a spiral staircase, enclosed in its own sort of glass windows. It overlooks both the lobby and the public gallery, which are both double height structures.
Okay.
I mean, you've got a good view up the stairs. You can't immediately see anyone.
Well, guns up, take it wide, go round it, high it if we can.
Yeah, I'm going to spread
Follow the
out.
footsteps.
Ryder's going to draw her swagger hand cannon out.
Again, you hear another clang. It's echoing through the structure.
Ryder's going to look up, see if she can see any movement in the air ducts.
I mean, where you are, there's quite a few air ducts.
Has the light come back on yet?
The lights have not come back on yet. It's been a good 4 or 5 minutes. The difference is this time you didn't knock out the backup power supply. You've shut down the primary power supply, which was the big, important main one. In fact, last time it still took them a good few minutes to set it up again. So as of the moment, the dim lights of the stars and sort of the glow of maybe one of the suns as it's finally setting is all you have to illuminate this rather creepy empty building when there's nobody around.
I've got an idea.
Still see these footprints though, right?
Ryder's going to crawl up the side of a wall and tap on one of the air vents to simulate crawling through it.
Okay.
See if she can do some baiting.
Go on.
So what roll is that?
It's just athletics to get up the
Okay.
wall. Because remember, you're in where you are is double height.
Sure.
So
21.
yeah, with 21. Once again, the grace and dexterity of a small mustelid
Just
of the
tap
wall.
her claws on the
How
air duct.
loud are you doing it? Is it just a tip tap tap, or is it a thank thank thank?
Just enough to simulate like an otter moving through an air duct.
Yep. So you ribbity tippity tap at the air vent. You wait for 10 seconds. It's clank, 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 clank.
Is it getting closer?
Something is moving towards you, but give me perception.
Sure. Oh, nat 20.
Oh,
Ooh,
very
they're
good.
coming out early today.
Yeah, I mean you're picking good times to get nat 20s because now where you've chosen to tap on it is basically the convergence point of 3 separate pipes. One of them running towards the lobby and the workshop. One of them running back towards the public gallery, and the final one running towards the access elevator from the vault.
Mm-hmm.
The vault elevator is at the top. It's shut off. Nobody can open it at the moment because the power's cut to the building. You
So
can
where's the
tell
sound coming
that the sound that you heard has been coming from the workshop area. In fact, behind you.
Oh, so where we just were.
So where you just were. And
Okay.
It's getting closer.
Well, I'm going to keep doing my tippity tapping, but
It's getting closer.
I'm going to see
We
if I
haven't
can.
stopped, by the way.
No.
Oh, okay, so you're still climbing the stairs. Or 2 of you are climbing the
Yeah,
stairs.
we'll tell you if we stop.
2 of you
Okay.
climbing the stairs. One of you is tippy tapping on a vent. Which
Well, as it's getting closer, I'm now going to stop.
are you still keeping up against the vent?
Yes.
So basically, the ducting you're up against, you can't see inside the vent from where you are. You'll need to find one of the entry and exit points.
Well, no, I'm gonna wait until I can hear whatever's in the vent pretty much directly over the top of me.
I'll let you do that. So you
Okay.
wait a bit more, and then you hear the clanking is pretty much constant. And if you were to judge it, whatever's in the air vent is now almost directly on top of you.
I'm gonna draw my boomstick and blast a hole in the fucking air vent.
Initiative rolls from everyone.
Yeah, Batman was just like waiting quietly and was like, I felt an explosion.
24.
All right.
28 for initiative.
Man, my initiative always suck. 9.
I love improved initiative so
Yes.
much. Yeah.
Buffy's just constantly on the cusp of trying to take a selfie the whole time.
It's like she was actively surprised, and then just like I guess was looking around, not knowing where the shot came from.
Yeah, like she heard the shot and then she almost dropped her gun and was like, whoa, 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 and then had to spend time catching it.
Yeah, it's unwieldy as well, so it's pretty
the
heavy.
order is Ryder, radar, Bath.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell. This thing too has improved initiative.
Yep.
Yep, so you unload what is it, a shot from your boomstick? Is it?
Yep, a
repeating
point
weapon?
blank shotgun blast.
Right, I'm going to count that as you're firing at a penalty because it has to go through a thickness of metal and you can't see exactly where you're aiming.
Yeah, that's true. I'm only aiming at sound, aren't I?
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
So 26 to hit. Take away whatever penalty.
The shot rattles through the vent, but luckily for whatever's on the other side, just enough energy has been taken out of the shot for it not to be a critical blow. But you have perforated a significant hole through the bottom and the top of the air vent and further into the ceiling.
Would have given whatever it is in there a massive headache, though.
Yeah, whatever's in there, were it to have a brain, would definitely have a headache.
It's Bob, isn't it?
And
Well, of course it is.
Yeah.
does 16 hit?
Nope.
Ooh, that's probably good. Yeah, so you fire your shot into the ceiling. You don't hear any more clanking, but then inches from your head, a ruthlessly sharp metal spike comes piercing out of the air vent, rending the metal aside as it comes within mere millimeters of chopping one of your ears off, but just about misses. And then just as quickly retracts back into.
Oh shit! I was going to try and make a free action to grab onto it.
Don't grab onto the really sharp blade. That's a terrible plan.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a bad
Well, it's not
idea.
a blade; it's a spike.
No.
That's
You said it was a spike.
It's a blade.
yeah, ruthlessly sharp.
Yeah.
He said.
Yeah, but it's still only sharp at the tip.
It's sharp at the tip and along one side. It's basically.
It's a blade.
Oh, it's a knife. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it was like a Robocop spike. Okay.
No, those are
Yeah,
redundant.
I mean, its description is tail. What was it? Tail blade.
Yeah, I got to get me one of those.
And you're allowed to fit them to drones, which is fun. It also completely fucks you up if you get hit by it. So my recommendation as a DM is don't.
Don't. Yeah.
Don't reveal too much, you know.
Well, I mean, getting fucked up by something metal being stuck into you is
Par for the course.
yeah. Radar.
I'm gonna yell at Ryder to get away from it.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Wait, can we see this?
So basically, Ryder has torn a hole through the base and the top of the air vent. It's probably about, take both your hands and place them next to each other in a palm shape. That's the size of the hole going into it. Same again
That's a
through the
big old
top.
hole.
Boomstick.
Yeah, that's a full-on boomstick hole.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Depending on, I mean, yeah, I'm going to say you can all see into it. You can see there's something large and it has an orange glow to it. And
It's about to get a face full of laser.
Gotcha.
again, you're still firing blind into it though, because you're trying to aim through from the staircase a hole.
I thought you said I could see it.
You can see something in there and it has an orange
shoot.
glow.
I'll shoot the something.
Shoot the glow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so until you've basically entirely exposed this thing, you're basically firing.
It'll just
At
count
the
as being in
penalty.
cover.
Yeah, or from cover. Yeah.
It's in cover.
Yeah.
So here we go. 24
24.
with my big laser.
Because your laser has line as well, which kind of
Yes, it
negates
does.
cover to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So 24. However, don't beat its armor class. So
that's fair.
womp womp. I mean, you're completely fucking up this air duct though. God damn.
Yeah.
He's going to need a HVAC gun after this. But with a blinding flash and a stream of intense energy, with your slashing motion of your laser, it sears a perfect, precise line through the air vent, which creaks for a second, slowly rips its mountings out of the wall at one end, and then tumbles downwards to the ground.
That's 3 things.
Yeah, I'll count that. I'm going to start you a destruction chart. Fuck it.
So Ryder's still stuck to the ceiling next to this vent, which has now fallen off and hit the floor beneath it.
Things Radar broke today.
Radar's rampage sheet. Just call it that. That's all you got to do.
Shit times 1. This is also going in your crime sheet, by the way.
Good.
Property damage and possession of a badass weapon.
It's so badass. I love it.
The vent has tumbled to the floor. It's still at the angle it was at before, but now you're looking from your positions, Ryder and Bath. You're looking down at it from the staircase. Ryder, you're looking down at it from where you're clinging onto the wall. You can see the hole that you shot in it previously. Well, okay, so there's the slash along one end, the other end's just snapped off, and there's a hole in the top where the boomstick penetrated.
Mm-hmm.
Baphomet,
Light it up, Bath!
what would you like to do?
So she can see it hit the ground and she's seen it's Bob.
You know that it's something that has a spiky tail and glows orange, and
Yeah, blows the shit out of it.
go on then.
With malice.
This is the bit where the next 10 minutes of the movie is just different shots of the three players shooting this vent.
Actually, wait. How far is Ryder from this?
I'm still
Ryder's still up on the ceiling, so
Okay, in that case, I throw a grenade in there.
Good call.
Yeah.
yeah. Again, this is not one of those things where it's sort of in cover, but it's very flimsy, shitty cover. So
Get it in the tube, Bath.
It's trapped in a vent, yeah.
If Ryder shot a hole through it, that means there's space for me to just toss it in.
Well, how good are you at throwing?
Which
yeah, okay. I'm going to say if you
I've got
can get a decent aim, then you can toss it perfectly into the hole.
Yeah, bear in mind, in this, throwing's done
What
on
do you want me to roll for
strength. It's D20 plus your strength. And your base attack.
Okay.
So it's a melee attack, basically, just with a grenade.
Bab.
I've got proficiency with grenades.
That means you can
okay.
use them.
Cool.
Yeah. It means you know which end of the pin's
Then
removed.
that- yeah,
Hmm
that's fair. 21.
Yep. You what kind of grenade are you throwing?
Shot grenade.
So,
It's the only one I
Ooh,
have.
what's that do? Don't say shocks people.
okay, so basically it unleashes a blow of electricity.
It's another EMP,
Yeah.
is it?
It's not an EMP, it's just a grenade that shoots electricity.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's like
Oh, it's a taser.
grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah, taser grenade.
Oh, Bath, that's awesome.
Yep.
Taser grenade.
Yep, you hurtle your grenade in there. It pings off against the very rim of the hole, but then gently just tips inside. There's a pause of almost a second, and then there's again another blinding flash of light in this otherwise blank, unlit hallway. Sparks and electrical arcs rattle off every part of the vent, and then there's silence. And that takes us back to number 1, Ryder.
Oh, we still in.
Still in combat.
Oh shit! Okay.
So, can I see what is in the vent at this point, given that I just blasted a hole in the top of the vent?
If you want to get a good look at it, the hole is only 2 palms wide, and you're looking at it from basically the top of a 2-story thing.
From the ceiling.
That's what you've basically all been at the vantage point of, because you all started either climbing the stairs or climbing the wall.
Okay.
So if you want to take a good look inside it, you'll need to get closer.
Nope.
No. Do I have a vague idea of where it is in the vent, either way?
Not anymore, because
Not anymore.
it used a movement action. And
Okay.
you've cut off a good maybe 20 or 25 meters worth of vent. You basically sawed it off. If you remember, it was at an intersection, and you
Yeah.
sawed it off right as it connects to that intersection, which means that the only thing that was supporting it was where it enters the far wall on the far side of the building, which is why the whole thing just ripped off the wall and dropped as a unit.
Fair enough.
Shoddy. Shoddy construction.
Very, very shoddy.
Not designed for military use.
Shoddy.
What do you expect? What do you expect from the upper class?
Mhm.
Anyway, can I, drop down on top of this thing and land on it with my boots and stab it with my sword?
No, don't
No,
get
you-
close to it.
You can
Why
stab
not?
a random.
You have a
You-
gun.
Yeah, but I can't see what I'm shooting at, and I missed last time.
So just shoot
I mean-
the friggin' vent.
You can drop down on a random part of the vent and stab a random part of the vent, but you need to know.
There's no point, is there?
Oh yeah,
No.
I mean that's the thing. You don't know where it is inside the vent.
Yeah.
So we could just leave it and get on with what we were doing.
We're not going to leave it.
No, because then it will come back later and bite us in the ass. That is a terrible idea.
It's got to get us.
It's got us.
It
right on
really
top of
doesn't.
us.
What is it
What's
doing
everyone's-
right now?
What's everyone's speed?
20.
I asked this for no reason whatsoever.
40.
20.
30. Well, walk 30, yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking for reasons, but continue.
Guys, I'm not going to waste any time with this. Let's just blow this thing up. Let's blow it up and scatter the ashes, and then we can
Yeah.
move on.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. Ryder's going to point her gun down at the vent and take another shot.
Yep. What part of the vent are you aiming for?
A part that doesn't have a hole in it, because a part that does have a hole in it, I would be able to see what I'm shooting at.
Or there's the other thing you could do,
What?
which is drop down at the end of the vent and just shoot along it.
All right, fine. I'll drop down in front of the vent and shoot it.
Roll me a attack.
Okay. 18 on the dice plus 9.
Yeah, boomstick.
Boomstick.
The very metal of the air vent ripples as the pure shockwave of your boomstick fires a blast down there.
Oh, that's cool image.
Ooh, that's a critical. That's 12.
Ooh.
12 plus 3.
Your blow, as it ricochets down this air vent, at the third of 4 segments, it illuminates the looming Maleficent, nasty-looking shape. What you can now fully illuminated see is one Bob.
No!
Your shot knocks them back slightly. They spark, and then they slowly curl themselves back upright.
We could have been friends, Bob.
We could have been friends.
But you shot me in the ass. We can't be friends anymore.
Does 23 hit?
Fucking yes.
You have annoyed the War Bob, and he is in War Bob mode now because Gosh Garlevion dropped him down an air vent and shot at him.
Good.
I'm afraid you're going to have to get shot again.
Nah.
Oof.
Yeah, that's 14 damage. As he's brought himself up to almost full height. The top of his head has just pushed the top of the now completely destroyed air vent out of the way. Basically, you can all see him now. The air vent that he was formerly in, the combination of the shockwave of the boomstick plus him bringing himself up to full height, just completely bits of it fall away. And from the tattered remains of this formerly decent air vent rises Bob. His metal hood has completely flared out. His eyes narrowed directly towards Ryder. Again, the
snarling angrily back
the
at
panel
him.
at his front has dropped down slightly, and from his jaw has protruded the same barrel that you saw moments earlier, as an entire volley of needles is ricocheted directly towards you.
I'm still in stamina. I'm fine.
Okay, that's good. And with his move action, he slithers his way towards you.
Come on,
He's
then.
directly in front of you.
At least he's in the open now.
He's in the open now. You can all take pot shots at him. There's no more cup games. There's no more whack-a-mole. There is Bob. See him hiss.
Warming up the dice. Whose turn's next? Is it
It
me?
is Radar.
All right. He's going to yell, "Get away from my otter, you mechanical hosepipe!" And he's going to roll a nat 20.
Ooh, you're knocking.
That's the second one tonight.
Knocking them out the park today.
Fucking hell, yeah. It's either 5s or 20s.
You really want to add Bob to your list of things Radar broke today, don't you?
I hadn't considered it until you mentioned it, and now I do.
I mean, I'm going to say it's a team effort, but go on.
That is 30.
30?
30. 9 from the thing, plus Radar's exocortex.
Yep, unsurprisingly, that
30.
hits. 30 is a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Yep, Pew. What are you firing at him with?
I'm using the red star,
Yep.
because it's the only one I had out. I could have done the thing where No, that's too late for that now. Right, regular damage. Here we go. 28 regular damage.
Yep.
And burn.
Drones don't take burn damage. You still get the damage
fine.
from the initial hit, but there's no ongoing damage because basically they don't have enough stuff that burns on them.
All right, so 28 into the back of his head.
Yep, 28 into the back of his head. Like I said, that's... you've pierced a decent-sized hole all the way through his head, out the other side. You can wave at Ryder through it, should you so please.
Oh, she's going to appear back in the hole and wave back. Hello, Ryder.
You can see there's some sparking of wires, and part of his hood has come loose. But he's not down and out. He's still moving. And Bath, it is your go.
Yeah, got him, Bath. Finish him off. Get him, Bath.
Yeah, Beth is going to she doesn't say anything. She just aims her gun and takes a
Bath
shot.
is not in a dealing with mood today.
That's 21.
Does not hit, I'm afraid.
Fair.
So what did he fire at him with there, just for the story purposes?
Just the limelight.
Okay.
So
You unleash a blow at him, but it just about misses, and it also misses Ryder, and ricochets into the wall behind them, bounces off, and then tears another hole through some previously nice upholstery.
with my bonus action, she's just gonna again not really saying much. She's gonna go get him,
Oh, you're using Get 'em.
and that's gonna give everybody.
That's a
Yeah.
bonus to everyone's attack.
Nice.
Yeah, normally the party aren't like unable to hit things, so she doesn't use that often. But Bob seems
It's
quite
almost like
wily.
we're starting to face things that are our level now.
Yeah. That's great.
I think I only hit him because I got a 20.
Ryder. There's a giant, mechanical, evil-looking, very angry, slightly perforated snake in front of you.
Yeah, and guess what? Swagger needs a reload. So
Oh, shit.
instead of doing that, I'm going to chuck it to one side, snarling, and draw my sword.
Very badass. That's very cool. Especially if you're just like, this gun's spent, tosses it to one side, whips out the sword.
Yep. 27 plus 2,
Yep,
so
that
29.
hits.
Let's roll damage. And this is trick attack as well. So 16 plus 22 for a stealth roll. So it's my regular damage plus...
What, 3d8?
No, because I'm level 7 now, aren't I?
So
So
5d8?
3, 4,
Yeah,
5d8 plus my additional damage.
Ooh.
Fuck this snake. Okay, so initial damage, 1d10 plus 9. Get your calculator ready.
Oh my god, right.
9.
So 7 plus 9.
16.
And 5d8.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Okay, so that's 6.
22.
8.
30.
7.
37.
37.
Is that it?
You got one more,
Yeah,
mate. You got one more.
I've got one more.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
God, Jesus.
Fucking
Come
okay. 7 again.
44.
Oh my! That's all of it? Is everything?
That's it. That's
all
it.
of it.
Oh my god! Oh, okay, so your sword slashes.
Oh my
Your
god.
sword slashes through where you're aiming for. Throat, eyes.
I was going to yell a cool line
It's
as well.
all throat.
No, it's 80% tail, 20% throat.
Yeah, I was going to try and lop its head off.
Snakes can still work.
Just
But
kill it.
your sword tears through the armor plating around their neck, damn near cutting its head off. But the face panel flickers for a second. It almost seems to sag downwards towards the floor. And just as it's lying down, the panel flickers on again. And it slowly begins to rise back up again. The hood around its neck, the panels on either side slowly reform and latch onto other parts of it, pulling his head back down towards his neck.
Turned it into a fucking Pez dispenser.
Some kind of
It's
nanotech.
sorta.
It's repairing.
It's basically using the panels of its hood to secure its head against its body again.
It can
Okay,
adjust
okay.
its morphology.
Gotcha.
I mean,
like
you've
that.
already seen it do it once. It did it when it basically produced its hood in the first place. Yeah, when it went into war bob mode.
War Bob.
War
It turned
bob
into
mode,
War Bob, yeah.
of which it is now its go.
Okay, what's it do?
What can it
Silence
do?
from the DM is startling.
Right, it's just breathing heavily, crouched over this thing.
It's going to detonate. You watch.
Oh no,
Ah, boo.
Oh, God.
Oh, like explosions.
It-
What?
Bob is
Fuck you, Ryder.
a very tough military-grade assassin snake. But even Bob knows when
I don't wanna
Bob
be
is
in-
beaten,
I
he is
would
going
never
to
have
use withdraw.
What does that do?
Withdraw is like running, but he can use double his normal speed,
Huh.
and you don't get an attack of opportunity against him if you're right next to him.
But he's also flat-footed. So does he incur an attack of opportunity?
No, basically, the purpose of withdraw is you're basically using... It's not a free action, it is a full action. You don't get any attacks against it. You don't get to do anything. All of its remaining power is dedicated to slithering away.
Okay. It's an ejector seat.
Yeah, so basically where you are on, now again, the ground floor, because you cut it over, he has slithered away from you as rapidly as a damaged cybernetic snake can. His head almost hanging off. He's sorted out a bit with his hood.
His head hanging off.
Has he made it out of line of sight?
Yes, he's into the workshop, basically, and out of line of sight. But you are still in combat if you want to pursue him,
He's gone. Yeah.
Yep.
if you choose, or you can let him run. He's pretty badly damaged. Someone roll engineering. You saw the back. You
Yeah.
saw the hole and the slash you put in him.
Well, I mean, I shot him in the back of the head. Yeah, but anyway, I rolled a 1, so that's only 16.
I mean, with a roll of 1, you know he's hurt. So you don't know how badly, but
Yeah.
you know he's not in any condition to continue a fight. He's gone off to lick his wounds and find his nester, and get a nice cup of whatever snakes drink. He's
How far away is he from us?
Yeah, let's fucking follow
He's used
him.
his full.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a
Yeah.
bit meta. You don't know where he's gone, but he's used his full 60 feet worth of action, basically.
Well, fuck, if he's heading towards
Yeah.
Nestor, I'm going to chase him.
Who's turns it after he moves?
So after he moves, it is Radar.
You still
Okay.
have get him at 60 feet.
Yeah, but I'm not fast enough. Is there a way I can run sort of perpendicular to where he's gone to get line of sight on him?
How far can you fire?
This thing's got.
You have to run down. You have to run down the staircase first. Remember?
Yeah. There's nothing I can do, so I'm
downstairs.
just going to get on with what we were doing, which is going up these stairs. This snake is no longer a threat.
Basically, you know that Bob isn't going to pop up behind you like, "Hi guys," and immediately start shooting you again.
So
You have severely hurt the Bob. The RSPCA is on the way.
I'm getting on with what we were doing, which is I'm
Okay.
following these goddamn footprints.
Anyway, yeah, the footprints. This is only what a couple of minutes worth of combat, so you can still detect the footprints.
This was 12 seconds.
Yep. Whoever you're following has continued up the staircase.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
You're out of combat, by the way.
Cool.
Bob.
Ryder, are you okay?
Otter foaming at the mouth. Taking a few scuffs, but no blood yet.
Beth walks past Ryder, gives them inspiring boosts. So they get 16.
Stamina.
Yes,
Piggyback.
this pleases the DM and the RSPCA, so good work.
And keeps walking after wherever Bob went.
You're going after Bob.
Are you going after Bob?
Oh, okay.
Literally walked past Ryder, healed her, and kept walking.
Okay, so yeah, you've had to go all the way downstairs. This takes you
yeah.
back into the workshop. Again, the lights are still off, so
I'm following.
I can see in the
Okay,
dark.
this is where it gets weird because radar's
yeah,
going
you
up.
can see in the dark. The workshop, like I said, it's a bit of a mess. There's storage, there's boxes of things, sort of electronics that previously were operational, things like computers and things like that,
I don't think Radar understands how viscerally women hold grudges.
or otters apparently.
Or otters.
Yep. So are you following?
Yes, I'm following Bath.
Cool.
Because I want to look at the Radar's okay. He'll take care of
Cool.
himself.
Radar. So you're continuing upstairs.
Yeah, these footprints aren't going to last much longer, so I'm determined to follow them as much as I can.
Yeah, we got to split the party up if we're going to find
Yeah.
both of these people, I think.
Sorry, but like I'm thinking, I'm like, Beth would not let this thing just like get away when it's almost dead.
That's fine.
No, exactly.
Radar thinks differently to you people.
Give me someone's chasing Bob. Give me a perception roll. And how good are your tracking skills, both of you?
I've got
Survival. Yeah.
survival.
I got 9.
That's the number.
I've got 10.
They're both numbers. Give me survival rolls for tracking.
Okay. 21.
24.
Wow. Got out-tracked by
Nice.
Bath.
She's laser focused right now.
Ryder's the red haze descending. She's
Too angry to track. With that, I'm going to say, you look around. Do you remember this room? You walked through it earlier. Some things have been knocked over that weren't previously knocked over. There's a couple of vials on the floor that weren't on the floor originally. The trail of damage and destruction leads into the far corner where the primary power supply is located, which also happens to be a straight line from the public gallery.
Ryder's going to reach for her belt, tap the spaces where her EMP grenades used to be, and realise that she's out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's going to point over to the power supply where the trail of debris is located, and reload her gun.
Yep, the door to the power supply is closed. But give me those perception rolls.
Okay. 17.
27.
Bath, you hear clank, 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 clank.
It's back in the bloody vents.
Isn't it annoying when there's a character that just goes into air vents all the time?
I see what you're doing, DM.
Are there vents in this room we're in? Can we hear them going past?
It's only the hangar that doesn't have part of the air system, and that's specifically because it's where ships take off and land.
How many shots can I get off just into the vents?
You can't see the vents. They're in the power supply room.
Oh, it's gone into the vents.
The door to that is closed. There are vents leading out of it. There's an extraction vent which leads outside the building. There's I'm going to say probably one or two that are just part of the combined AC system. It's in one of them.
Well, you got to follow Bob.
She fires at the one on the left.
The one on the left would be the one that leads from the power supply back through the workshop, back through the public gallery to where you sliced it off earlier. Gun, roll for shooting a gun at an air vent.
Oh, for shooting. Well, it's definitely a prone object.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that a 19 doesn't miss an air vent.
Yep, so you rattle off a shot from the limelight. You puncture a decent-sized hole in the air vent, but you don't hear any angry snake or dying snake or any kind of noises, really. You've just punched a hole in an air vent.
Keep firing.
Well, hang on. I mean, since Baffy's punched a hole in that air vent, can I crawl into it?
I don't think Bath would let Ryder go into the air vent. I think she just wants to shoot at it a lot.
But bear in mind, you're shooting at one of three potential air vents, and you're assuming that whatever's crawled into them is still in there.
She's shooting at them all. Like, if there's an air vent and she heard it going to an air vent, she's shooting every air vent in the building is getting ripped.
How much ammo do you have?
Oh, that's an excellent point, actually.
As much fun as it is to let you ventilate the ventilation all day,
Okay.
there are limits to how much I'm going to let you.
If she's not hitting anything, then she eventually stops.
Okay, it's basically you're just venting your anger at seeing your friend get hurt.
Venting.
But it's fine because Baffy isn't letting me go, right?
Yeah, no, she's literally she's got her hand on her shoulder while she fires blindly into vents,
Yeah.
and seeing nothing there, she kind of stops shooting.
Wildly blowing holes in all the air vents, like shrapnel's raining down.
So Baphomet is silently firing into these vents, and then Ryder tries to move, and she just grips her shoulder while she keeps firing and stuff.
Yes.
I'd like to rewind maybe 3 or 4 episodes to when you first took this contract, and what was it I said specifically about damaging the mansion?
Yeah.
I think I've got my notes here. It says don't. But,
No, if I remember, I said please don't.
oh, yeah,
So,
sorry,
you
no,
know.
you're right. It said please don't. Anyway,
I think we're far beyond please and thank you at this point.
yeah, another section of air gent just drops to the floor. It's snakeless, but yeah.
All right, let's see how Raider's
You
doing.
showed that event.
Yeah.
Radar, let's catch up with you.
Yeah.
You've been tracking up the stairs now. You hear a whole bunch of shots rain out as well.
Yeah, it's music I recognise. I'm very proud of it.
Yep, it's the sound of Bath's gun doing Bath's gun stuff.
Yep.
You reach the top, the staircase. You are now at the 5th floor, which is probably the one you're most familiar with. It's where the security room and the gun range, the armory and the server room, all those things are.
Yep.
Roll perception for me.
Okay, perception. That is 28.
Your ears twitch slightly. You can hear clank, 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 clank.
I know what that is as well.
You do know what that is as well.
Hmm.
But in fact, as you hear the clanking, you can also hear what just sounds like. Zzz, 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 zzz.
Mm-hmm. It's fritzing. I'm not going to do anything about it though, other than maybe.
Okay.
Does it?
Something has moved through the vents. It's not directly above you. But...
Does it seem to be going in the same direction as the footprints?
Okay, so the footprints lead to the top of the stairs. They track across to the armory, back across again to the server room, and then to the security room.
Yep. Head straight there.
Okay, yep, the door is closed. What do you do?
There's that panel, isn't there? I believe I did this not 24 hours ago.
Yeah, you've got very good at this particular door.
Yes. Yeah, actually. So we meet again, door.
The door says nothing.
I'm going to hack the door.
As you do that, conveniently, power is restored because otherwise it would make no sense to hack the door. Yep. Beep boop.
So that would be 29 for the door.
That is good enough.
Oh, sorry. One thing I will have done as well is while moving up the stairs, is I have reloaded the laser.
Okay, yep, so you're primed and ready to fire.
I open the door.
Ooh, bold. Are you taking cover while you do that?
Yeah, I'm stood to the side of it and I'm opening the door slides, doesn't it?
Okay, yep, the door opens.
Okay. And then
And
peek in like we did earlier, sort of.
oh, it's good to see a friendly face again. How'd you get up here? It's Jocasta.
Who else has come in here, Jocasta?
Nobody, as far as I can remember. I've just been in here since the power went out. I was waiting for it to come back online, but it didn't come back online for quite a long time.
I look around the room.
Yep, it's the security room.
There's no other doors leading out of this, is there?
Yes, there is a further door that leads either to the left of the gun range, right to the armory.
Right, where do the footprints go?
It's gone across and back through to the gun range.
All right, I'm just going to walk past him and be like, stay there.
Cool. You walk past him. He just looks like he's looking at the computers. You just hear the click of a pistol being unpopped from its holster and the swoosh of that pistol being brought up into the air.
Okay.
Wordlessly, without any change of expression, he still looks cheerful and as if nothing's wrong whatsoever, but he's raised his pistol to you and shot you in the back.
Thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. We're available on Spotify, iTunes, and a bunch of other podcast websites. If you like what you're hearing, tell your friends. Maybe give us a good rating on iTunes while you're at it. We're at cosmopunk.net, and we also have a Twitter at cosmopunks with an S. If you want more Cosmo content in the meantime, we now have a Patreon where we'll be occasionally uploading artwork, interludes, outtakes, and extended lore. We'll be introducing a proper tier system in the future, but for now, tips are very much appreciated. We're at patreon.com/cosmopunk, link in the description. The team has a ton of fun editing these episodes together, but it is extremely time consuming, so we're grateful for any show of support. Once again, thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back with more Cosmopunk in 2 weeks. Till then, shoot straight, roll high.
Speaking of our Patreon, we'd like to shout out our brand new supporters.
Shout out to Fringe Corps.
Top notch, Aaron Stargazer.
Good work, Jason.
Cheers to Donald Booley.
Massive thanks to Alex.
Big thanks to Autumn Nomura.
Thanks to Eric Sipolsky. Top notch, my dude.
We really appreciate you guys' support. It's a lot of work making this, but knowing that you guys are out there, listening and willing to put it behind your pocket for us really helps.